welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be a little different. So it's not exactly a wrap-up or a challenge or something. Well, it's kind of reading related, but I thought I'd show you guys my new little space that I got for my books. I used to have some bookshelves way back, and then they broke and I never got new ones because I wanted ones that were going to be sturdy, and those ones weren't exactly sturdy. So this is going to be a little quick tour of this new thing. I'm also going to briefly go over some of my new library books, kind of like a library haul, because I don't have money to buy books, so I can't do like book hauls as much, and like just kind of bookish things. It's a bookish vlog. I've seen others do this, so we'll see how it goes. I did get a new haircut too, by the way. I'm so getting used to it because my hair is like weird and like poofy, like right here, always right here. So we'll see how this goes. But first is this. It is a kind of like a little table, like desk thing almost. And so I put some books down here, and then I kept my library books up here. And I did that so I wouldn't lose them or forget that I have them or anything like that. And then it'll be easier. And of course, I'm still trying to get it fixed and situated. We got this downstairs. One of our people in our building basically put it down and with a sign that said free. And I was like, we could use that. So I told my husband, and he put it in our garage. And then yesterday I was like, let's clean it up and bring it up and kind of start getting things a little more organized, because I have several days in between usually. Well, a few days in between with work, and then plus I've been getting over being sick, so I haven't really done a lot of work. I've missed work a few days because of being sick so bad. So this was like, yes, let's do something productive, because I haven't felt like I've been doing anything productive the last couple weeks with being sick. So there's that. So I don't know how to do this. So we're gonna twist you a little bit. So down here, these are all the books that I haven't read that are mine. So I got a few of my book of the month books up here, and then of course I got some other ones. And I had my middle daughter, she helped me organize it according to like size, because my OCD was like, we have to do it according to size and kind of like try to keep them together. Thankfully, the ones that have to go together are kind of similar in size, so that was nice. And then we're gonna move on over. And then we got this one. This one is a little harder, but again, I have my book of the month books that I've read. So this is all books that I've finished that are mine. So I got all my book of the month books, and then again started. And then of course I have my Crescent City series, ACOTAR, and then this little book. This one's a oddball out. So I was like, I told my husband too, I said with these two, I was like, this seems like I need more books. So I was like, that seems like a thing that I need, is more books. And he laughed because he said he didn't trust how well this would hold up if we got more books. And I'm saying, I was like, I don't need big, heavy books like the Crescent City books, but I was like, I need more. And plus, this is just like a temporary fix. I still have like tubs. Like I have one tub out in our living room full of books, and then I know we have like another one tub downstairs in our garage that are full of books and stuff. So I'm like, this is just within the last year, maybe a little more, because there's a couple books that definitely were a few years old that I hadn't read. So, and then those are my library books. And my daughter, my middle one, she criticized me so bad. She like burned me by making a comment, because she said, look at how many books Mom has from the library. And she counted. And I have 15 books out from the library. So there's that. Technically, more. Oh, and then, before we get into the book haul, I did want to point out, so I have over here too, I have, mind you, my energy drink because I need a lot of energy from last night. But I have my planner, my pens, my book journal, my notebook that I write little notes for like my ratings and like what I want to talk about for like some of these videos that I do. So that's over there as well. And then my husband put his laptop over here because he was like, this is like a desk thing. And then here, we don't have anything in the drawers yet. We'll probably work on that. I might put like my planners and stuff in like one of them for sure right now. But we haven't figured it out. Like I said, we're still figuring it out and trying to figure what we want to put. And then I wanted to like fix the wall. Like we have a Pikachu painting that my daughter did. And then of course we have a clock, and I was like, I have like a little chalkboard calendar thing. I'm really bad at updating it. Really bad. I think we're on August for that thing. I think. If not, it might be July? No, I think it's August. So I didn't update it for September. But I want to put it like up on the wall, like right there. And then I have some pictures of things that I like little Pokemon pictures that I wanted to put. So, like I said, we're still trying to figure it out. But yes. But real quick too, I wanted to give updates because like I said, I've been sick, and even though I have a September TBR, it's like slowly going. I finally finished one book this month, and it's like the middle, and I'm like so annoyed because I haven't been feeling good. I've been trying to read, but like what I had was like a cold, and so it was so annoying, and I didn't feel like doing anything but sleeping, which is really hard because I had kids I had to take to school, and I have a toddler who's like very active, wants to run, all that stuff. So I didn't really get very far. So currently I am reading 2 books in the process. On Goodreads it says 3, but the 3rd book I've had since I think July. So I've been very slowly reading that, and it is an ebook. And I read a little bit more recently, but it's still slow and going. It's one of those things where when I'm on my phone, I'm doing something else completely different. So there's that. But physical book wise, I am currently reading Live Happy. This one I think I finally hit like 100 pages, or I'm close. Oh, I hit 101 exactly. So there's that. This one I've been trying to just do in between, like in the days, like I'll try to read like a couple chapters or a few pages and stuff. I'm not trying to go through this one super fast. This is like a slow read, slowly like learning and trying to like take away stuff from this book. I don't have notes, but I'm trying to take away stuff. I'm trying to remember. And then my next one is Phantasma, which I am like 200 pages in this one. Almost. I'm 198. And this one I've been trying to read either in between the day when I want to kind of like escape, or a lot of times I've been reading it at night. I'll like go to bed and I'll like set a timer and like be like, hey, this is how much time I have to read. So I'm trying to read this and get this one over. And then like I said, I have a few others that I'm trying to get through. Like I said, I have my TBR that I posted. Like I said, there's those, and then of course I went to the library, and then there's like some in there that I'm like, I want to add a couple. So there's that. But let's get into that next. So this is my little bit of a library haul. Like I said, I'm not on like a book buying ban or anything, but I just don't have money to buy books. And sometimes I get hesitant to buy books because I don't know if I'm gonna like it, and then I get upset if I don't like it and I spent money. So my favorite thing is to go to the library, get books that I've seen that I'm like, will I like it? I don't know. Let's see. Read it for free for a couple weeks and then find out. So this is my library haul. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. Yeah. So I got 5 books at the library. And these are just ones that I saw and I was like, I want to read it, something, or I've seen it. And I was like, I want to read it. So first up is The Dark Room. This is by Lisa Gray. This one looked really interesting, and when I read the book back, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to read this right away. It's basically about an ex-crime reporter who now spends his days doing an unusual hobby of developing film of strangers, and he likes the mystery of seeing what they photographed and why, and like trying to think up things. But then he ends up developing a film that basically has the murder of a young woman, but it says that's impossible because the woman is already dead, and he knows because he was there when she was killed 5 years earlier. But now he's dealing with guilt, and he said it cost him everything: his career, his fiance, his future. But now he's wondering, if she didn't really die, what happened? So this, I was like, that sounds great. And this is one that I'm like, I want to read this next, honest to God. And like, it's not that long. And I'm like, I want to know. I really do. So next is Haven Breaker, I think it is, or Heaven? Heaven? I don't know. But this one I've seen so many times, and I'm a sucker, I'm not gonna lie. I love the edges. Okay, anytime I see this book, I always see this part 2, and I'm like, it makes me want to know. And I had no clue what this was about. I picked it up, and then I read it, and basically, this one daughter who isn't supposed to be alive, basically is going to kill the king, I think it is, or Duke of this one house. And then she's on Haven Breaker, which makes me think of like, for some reason it makes me think of like a train. And I don't know if it's because I've seen movies or like shows, or even if there's another book where it always makes me think of like this big old train and stuff where it has like mysteries and people are stuck living on it and they just keep going nowhere. But basically she's on this thing and she's trying to, what was it said? Jousting against the fiercest nobles in the system. Which makes it sound like old school, but also like machine-wise. And basically it says that in the cold terror of space, the machine and I move as one, intent on destroying each adversary. Even if it's someone I care about, even if it's someone I'm falling for. So there's some romance, I'm guessing. But it says, only I'm not alone. Not anymore. Because there's something in the machine with me. Something horrifying, something more, and it won't be stopped. So after I read it, I was like, I really want to read this too. So I got all these books and I'm like, I want to read them. And it's a bookish problem because, again, we always have it where there's so much books that we want to read. So much. And then this one, Darling Girls, I've seen people talk about it on BookTube, Instagram, all that. And this one is about some girls who are in a foster home and they basically escape, but then there's like some mystery that happens or like some crime that got discovered, and so now it's like they have to relive their past, but they also are kind of also suspects because, again, it happened at their old foster home where they left. So that sounds interesting, but I've heard mixed reviews of this one, so some of it's good, some of it's bad. I don't know, but that one sounded good. And then this one is A Tempest of Tea. This one I've seen a lot on BookTube and Bookstagram and all that. And again, this one seems interesting. It seems like paranormal / like mercenary kind of stuff. Like all that. It talks about vampires and this lady who owns like a tea house. But it turns into an illegal blood house at night, catering to vampires feared by society. But yeah, it seems interesting, and it's not like the highest on my list, but it seems interesting enough that I want to like check it out. And then the last one is like the Haven Breaker or Heaven. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but I don't know why. It feels like it should be like Haven, but it's Heaven. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But the last one is kind of like the Heaven Breaker, where basically I kept seeing it. The Heaven Breaker had sprayed edges, and this one just has a cover that I'm like, it's so interesting. And I laugh because my husband and my oldest daughter are like, isn't that like book 2 of it? And I said, no. So it's the Hurricane Wars. Again, had no clue what this was about until I was reading it. And basically, what it says is that basically there's a war going on, the Hurricane War. And the main character is Taliesin, and she's basically grew up an orphan in the nation. And it's a night empire, and basically she's hiding a secret where she has light magic that courses through her vein. And of course that's a threat against the Shadow Empire, or Night Empire, because they have shadow magic. And basically there's a prince. They meet together, something happens, it says, where basically, what was it? A clash of light and dark, their powers merge and create a force. A force of the likes of which has never been seen before. And the war can only end with them. But an even greater danger is coming, and their combined magic could be the only way to overcome it. They must decide if they can work together to save the world or if they will end up destroying each other. And so this looks really interesting, and I love the cover. I'm a sucker for pretty covers. I am. Like, look. I don't know if it'll show, like, a little ship. And like I said, like a beast face. Looks like another ship. Like, I'm a sucker for it. So those are my books that I got. I am like almost 100% better, so that's a plus. But yeah, like I said, I thought I would bring you guys to see a little bit of stuff. Check out my little new book, kind of like corner almost. Like I said, I don't have a bookshelf. I have this now. And like I said, this is just the books currently that I've had and gotten recently and stuff. So like I said, I want to get more, obviously. I want a bookshelf, an actual bookshelf. I laughed, like I said, the neighbor who left this left some other stuff, and my husband kept saying, do you want a chair? Do you want this? Do you want that? And I was like, no. But if they leave a bookshelf, we'll take that. And he said facts. So I was like, yes, because that would be great. But that is what I have for now. Like I said, hopefully we'll get through these books a little faster so I can feel like I got a little more. I want to at least get like kind of halfway through my TBR, but like I said, I'm also really wanting to read some of these library books because, again, I got them because they're interesting and I'm like, I want to read some of these. But then again, I still have those library books, and I think a couple of them are also on my TBR, so it's like, I really got to pick a little better, but we'll see. We'll see. So thank you guys for coming over and checking out my little book corner and my books that I have. If you, like I said, if you see in my TBR any books that you're like, you must read, let me know. If not, you can always give me book recommendations. We can always talk about the ones I have read, the ones I'm currently reading, the ones that I want to read from the library, all that. And I will see you guys again next time. Make sure if you like what you are watching or whatnot, or you want to help support me, that you like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.